Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, so it's already 1:47. Okay, so we should start with our lecture. So first, I will give you a brief recap of yesterday's lecture. Okay, in between, if you feel that there is need to be loud, okay, from my side, you can always ask. Any interruption you are facing, you can intervene and ask me to correct, okay, if something goes wrong. So last lecture, we have seen that a motion can be of any of the following types. Okay, based on your observation, you may find some motion to be very uniform. Okay, some motion is changing at uniform rate, that is the motion with uniform acceleration we have seen. Okay, so there is no light in my area presently, that's why you can see my dark room. Okay, so please bear with it. So we were discussing different motion types. The one in which velocity remains constant, the one in which acceleration remains constant, that is the rate of change of velocity is uniform. Okay, and there is another very random type of motion, okay, which we say that motion with even change in acceleration, variable acceleration. Okay, so in your syllabus you will find there is mention of the third point, that you have to deal with the third topic, motion with variable acceleration. It is assumed that you are very well familiar with the first two topics. Okay, so last time we have seen this. Okay, yes. Annotate. Yes, okay. So motion with uniform velocity, there is a single formula to calculate the distance. That distance is equal to velocity into time. Velocity is constant. Just multiply it with time to get the distance. Okay. Then next is motion with uniform acceleration. This is the second. We have seen that applicable equations in this case are these three equations. You can say them as governing equations which will describe your motion. Okay, with the help of these equations, you will be able to find the unknown parameter. So sometimes to you, uh, initial velocity will be given. Sometime distance covered by the object will be given, and some other quantity will be asked. So you have to figure out that what is given to me. Okay, what kind of motion it is and which formulae will be applicable, and with your common sense, then you will be moving towards finding the solution to your question. Okay, and lastly, that is the third, again it is coming. Okay, the third, that is motion with variable acceleration. Okay, so as here you can see, as the name suggests, the acceleration itself is not constant. That is a rate at which velocity is changing, it is itself changing. So you will say acceleration is not constant. Okay, so in such situation where acceleration is changing every second, okay, what we do, how we find out the distance, how we find out the velocity, how we find out the acceleration. Okay, we use the simple formulae of distance, velocity and acceleration. We will stick to what is the definition of velocity, and from that definition of velocity we will find out that what is the velocity at particular time. Say if it is asked to you that you find out the velocity at after 5 seconds, okay, so you will simply put t equal to 5, okay, in the governing equation of the motion, and you will find out what is the velocity at this particular time. So if you remember, the definition of velocity is like this, that is the rate of change of distance with respect to time, that is ds upon dt. First derivative of distance or displacement is known as velocity. So by this simple definition of velocity, one will be able to find out the unknown parameters out of the different motion parameters, which are displacement, velocity and acceleration. Okay, so you understand it, that you need to have the knowledge of derivatives. Okay, then if derivatives are there, okay, then integration will also come. With derivative you should also have the knowledge of integration. And just if you have a good observation skill, good analytical skill to think on the problem, with this much knowledge, with just this much knowledge, you will be able to solve the problem, particular problems of this kind. Okay, any doubt, anyone? Okay, no doubt.
No, sir.
Okay, so you write down third topic, third heading, motion with variable acceleration. Write down this in notebook, then you will have to write down the formulas which are coming in the next slide. Okay, so see, we have seen here, it is a motion with variable acceleration, so kind of complicated case. The first two cases were simpler. if velocity is constant in the first case, it is a very simple case of distance, velocity and time, because acceleration is 0. Second case, there was acceleration, but that was a uniform acceleration. Okay, so we also got 3 equations which are helpful in finding out the unknown parameter. And in the third case, which is a complicated one, where acceleration itself is varying, okay, we don't know that which force is acting on the object and why it is driving the object in a crazy manner. We are not bothered about the forces which are acting in kinematics. Okay, so in this case of variable acceleration, we will be using very simple formulae of these quantities. So as one know that velocity is equal to rate of change of displacement, ds upon dt. Okay, so you have to take the derivative of displacement with respect to time. You will definitely get the velocity. Then coming to the acceleration, acceleration is rate of change of velocity, dv upon dt, rate of change of velocity. Here putting the value of velocity is equal to ds upon dt. So it becomes the double derivative. Okay, d square s upon dt square. So if there is some equation of s displacement, okay, if you differentiate this displacement twice, then you will get the acceleration. Okay, very simple. And next, acceleration can also be expressed. Now you pay attention here. It is dv by dt, right? So what I did, I adjusted ds here. I differentiated velocity with respect to distance, and later on distance with respect to time. So I adjusted this ds thing here. Okay, because see, velocity is a function of time, and distance or displacement is also a function of time. So we are able to differentiate velocity with respect to displacement. It is quite possible. Okay, and later on we will differentiate displacement with respect to time. It will not change the equation. And here this ds upon dt, this term can be said as velocity. So acceleration, you see, you got another formula for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to v multiplied by this dv upon ds. Okay, so in some cases, when say time is not given, when time t is not given, and you have to deal between velocity, displacement and acceleration, then you will see this equation will be helpful to you. Okay, so that's it. These are the 3 major formulae which you will be using in this particular case, in which acceleration is also changing. Okay, variable acceleration. So you note down these 3 equations first, then we will be solving the numerical. Okay, so note it down and tell me if done.
Done, sir.
Sir, done.
Okay. One or two persons more, please respond.
Done, sir, done.
Okay. So let's proceed further. So you remember these very definitions of these parameters. So we will be solving a numerical on it. Okay. So you take down this numerical as well as you think and try to initiate the solution if possible for you. Mark your attendance in chat box. Write your division, name and roll number.
सर एक्चुअली वो मुझे एडिट नहीं करने दे रहा है मेरा मेरा
नहीं
नेम एक्चुअली।
नहीं तो आप चैट बॉक्स में आपका नाम डालो ना।
हाँ ठीक सर, ओके।
और एक बात ये कि मैं जो वर्जन यूज कर रहा हूँ ये फ्री वर्जन है जूम का, सो देयर इज टाइम लिमिट। व्हेन इट एंड्स, the meeting ends, you join back immediately. I'm thinking of purchasing the license. Let us see how things work out. It is last lecture, right, of today's?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
5 or 10 minutes we can extend so that this topic gets over. So noted down this problem.
Yes, sir. Now we are starting to solve.
Yes. Okay, so let us see the solution. Meanwhile, you can also try it. It's a very straightforward problem, right? So first I will read the statement and let us try to make the sense. So the motion of a particle moving in a straight line is given by the expression. So this is the equation of motion of any particle. So its distance is a function of time. You can see in this particular nature, in this particular manner, the distance will change with respect to time. Okay, so displacement itself is given as a function of time. You can easily calculate the other parameters. Which are the other parameters? Parameters are like velocity. You know, velocity function you can directly obtain by simply differentiating distance with respect to time, ds upon dt, like this. Then what else is there? Distance is there, velocity is there. Next is your acceleration. So acceleration function in terms of
dv by
time,
dt.
correct? So it is, acceleration is dv by dt. Simply differentiate velocity with
Sir,
respect
so
to,
differentiate. No? So you have to just differentiate and put the value of TS4, right?
yes, right. So it's kind of simpler problem. Okay, so just differentiate. What is the differentiation of s with respect to t is, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, इसका डेरिवेटिव क्या आता है, 3t square, right? The derivative of t cube.
Yes, sir.
So in this manner, you find out the total expression for velocity, total expression for acceleration, and
square minus 6
what are the units given? So your displacement का unit क्या है, मीटर, meters में दिया है. Displacement is given in meters and time is given in seconds. So these are two units to you, that is distance is given in meter and time is given in seconds, right? So remember this. Now concentrate on what to find, क्या find out करना है. So first is velocity and acceleration after 4 seconds. So once you get this expression, velocity का आपको expression यहाँ पे मिल गया, तो आपको क्या करना है? Just put t equal to 4. Just put t equal to 4 in the expression. You will get what is the velocity, what is the value of velocity when or after 4 seconds. After 4 seconds, you know, this is the problem where velocity is not constant. You can see from the expression itself that velocity is changing with respect to time. Velocity is a function of time. Okay, so you will write this is the velocity at this second. That's why I specified that velocity at t equal to 4. So whatever value I will get, I will write down here, and I will give the unit. What is the velocity? Unit of the velocity is meter per second here. Okay, so as far as your first point is concerned, that can be easily calculated. Okay, next parameter we will see. If you are done with first one, then let me know. So we will see the second parameter, second thing to find out.
So
Yes.
the solution you have written step by step. Afterwards, you will give the solution by step.
Okay. Okay. So step by step, see. First solution. So actually,
Thank you, sir.
yes, actually what you do, first you write down the given. Okay, so even before this, what should come? Given should come. What is given to us? Okay, so in given thing, you will write down that we have been given the expression of distance, displacement, that s is equal to, this is given to us. So you start from there, from the given data. You can write out this, and then you will concentrate on first at time equal to 4 second, after 4 second. Okay, so velocity का expression find out किया ds upon dt.
सर एक्सीलरेशन में t के बदले 4 डालेंगे तो 24 माइनस 6 ओके 6 है मैंने गलती से 4 लिया
Correct.
यस सर करेक्ट
Okay. Okay, so this is the distance का formula given to us, और उसको differentiate किया है. So we got 3t square minus 6t plus 2, and in this expression यहाँ पर t का वैल्यू कितना रखा है? 4. t equal to 4. So we got these values of velocity and acceleration. That makes our first point.
Done, sir.
Okay.
डन सर
Now you concentrate those done with first point. Concentrate on second point. What is it asking us? So any idea about second point? What is it asking us?
Maximum and minimum velocity.
And how to find out it?
Sir, is
सर
it
डबल
that the
डिफरेंशिएट
formula was
करके
it?
कुछ चेक करते हैं.
Correct, right. So see here, you look at the formula of velocity, right? You will find that velocity is function of time. Got it? Sometime this velocity will be, say it is the graph, velocity versus time. Velocity is the function of time. So if you will see, the graph will look like this, something that velocity is changing as time is changing. So at some point, at some particular point, you know, say here, you will find that value of the velocity is maximum here, okay, at this particular time. Or you see here, at this particular moment, the velocity value will be minimum, okay. So how to find out the maximum velocity? If you want to find out this value of the velocity, you need to find out that what is the time at this particular point. If suppose the velocity happens to be maximum at this point, you have to find out at what time it is happening, okay. So what is the importance of this point, or this point? ये देखो, ये point है, this one, or ये वाला point. What is your observation about these points where the velocity is either maximum or minimum? The observation with respect to the curve is that the slope here is 0. If you draw a tangent at this point, if you draw a tangent at this particular points, either maximum or minimum, you will find that slope is 0 here, okay. And you know what is the slope? Slope we indicate as dv.
Differentiation.
Yes, differentiation of velocity. This is v upon time, dv upon dt. It is called as slope at that particular moment, at that particular moment. So if